If you are not new, then you ought to know what's going on. And what's going on, we getting bigger and bigger, we getting better and better. And I'm shitting on all these hoes that said I wasn't gonna be who I said I am. And you're shitting on all the hoes who said you wasn't gonna be who said who all that good shit like that. If you have not streamed bigger, go ahead and stream bigger. If you have not checked out the bigger t-shirts, go ahead and check out the bigger t-shirts. We streaming bigger for about 2 more months. I got a music video coming. I got some more surprises coming for y'all. So keep running up bigger. You know, one thing I want to talk about before I get into this everyday life, of a global sensation thing. You know, a lot of artists put out records and they give up. They put it out, they give up. They just put them out, they put them out, put them out, put them out, put them out. See, Mason Jyree, me, I train. I'm not rushed. I don't rush to put out music. I don't rush to beat the matrix, to beat the metadata, or to do this and to do that. That's where you fuck up at. That's where you train your system to thrive off of chaos, to thrive off of survival. But when you're strategic and you're grounded and you're doing just what I'm doing, you train your system to survive off of consistency. Just a little food for thought. So, Lions, let's get into this. The everyday life of a global sensation, Mason Jyree. So listen, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't come on here to, be like I'm in the Beverly Hills, mansion just yet. So I'm not gonna get up here and cap. But what I will talk about is the things that I go through, or some of the things that I've gone through or went through recently in my everyday life, as a upcoming global sensation. Okay, so this is something I want to introduce. It's like BlackOut Radio. BlackOut Radio. So anytime you don't see me, anytime you're not seeing my face, it's BlackOut Radio. BlackOut Radio. Boom, 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 boom. So yeah, last night, I went to bed pretty early. I'm not gonna lie, last night I was kind of in my thoughts. Last night I was just thinking, like, y'all know, yesterday morning I came in here, I talked to y'all about, just how I've been feeling, what I have been going through, this, that, and the third. I came on here and I just talked to y'all about all those different type of things, And yesterday, things happened. So if you new, get in here. We are. If you're new to the Lions, then welcome. So y'all don't know this, but some of my Lions do. But in December, yes, I did. I had some legal trouble, so I just got done clearing up all those. Tickets and the legal fees and all those different type of things like that. So I'm pretty sure y'all could tell yesterday when I talked to y'all. Well, only a few of my Lions can really tell, because only a few of my supporters know when something is going on behind the scenes. So and that's only because they'll ask me, "Are you okay?" This, that, and the third. So got all the legal trouble completed. I completed that chapter. Now I'm more so focused on where I'm at with my life. I'm not happy, meaning my environment. I'm just not comfortable. I don't feel like I can freely, express myself. And this is what I want y'all to realize. When you're making music, when you're a global sensation rising, you don't just get in Hollywood overnight. Okay, you don't just wake up in a mansion overnight. So we still are human. We still have everyday life, everyday things. So I still have to build myself up. It's still a certain place I want to be at. As far as having nice things, this, that, and the third, and all this, that. So last night I'm sleeping, and I wake up right now. I'm in a studio flat. Right now. So I have my 2 pit bulls with me, and I smell something in the air. This is like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. It's 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. So I smell something in the air. Now, mind you, I'm just letting y'all know these are things that global sensations we go through too. So I'm just giving y'all my day. I don't know how anybody else does it. This is me. So it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, what does that smell like? And most of the time I just wake up, when I feel like something is off with them. And I went over there, y'all. The cage was full of shit. The cage was full of it. This is the time where I feel like, okay, I might need a maid. But until then, okay, let me get this done. But I think the problem is where I'm at in my life is I've been doing so much work, y'all. Like, and I don't have a problem with working, but I've been taking care of so many people and taking care of so many things beside myself. I'm just tired. Like, I'm really just tired. It's like, if it's not my career, if it's not my music, my passion, I don't give a damn about it. I've been pouring too much energy into things that are not me. So that's one thing I realized. I woke up to a cage full of shit. Nobody here to clean it but myself. And nobody has ever been here to clean it but myself. So that's nothing new, but it is the icing on the cake for today. It's the icing on the damn cake because I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of this. I'm trying to focus on my album. serious. It has to be done this year. Okay, it has to be done this year. It's no ifs, ands, buts about it. Like I have a lot of stuff I have to do, and so that's that. So I lay back down and I start feeling like really queasy, So I end up throwing up. I'm like, what is going on? The dog shit. I threw up. Like, what is this? Like, what is this? So I lay back down and I get myself together and I woke up a little bit late this morning. So I'm up now and I'm just thinking like I'm not happy. I'm not satisfied, and I'm not happy because I'm thinking about everything that I've been through 15, because I'm about to be 25 this from 15 to like now. I just been through so much. And it's like, yeah, I'm achieving superstardom. I'm doing what I'm doing, but that does not change the fact that I grew up broke. I grew up with a regular life. So all this is new to me. So it's like I'm still having the trauma of things that have happened years ago. You know what I mean? And it's like people think that, when the money comes, it's just, I'm just gonna forget about everything. No, I can't forget about it. Part of me, I feel like when you go through certain things in life, part of you wonders, am I even worthy of this because of where you come from, because of the things that you've been through? And I have to remind myself, no, this is for me. This is meant for me. This is me. This is mine. So it's like, yeah, I sit back and I just think like I'm not happy. I'm not comfortable. I'm not content at all. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. Ever being complacent in life, no matter where you are, no matter if you're in a flat or if you're in a mansion, never be complacent. Complacency, no matter who you are, no matter how much money you have, where you come from, what you look like, it's unacceptable. Point blank, period. Human, it's unacceptable. Get up and put in some work. So it's like, that's just really where I'm at with it. That's really where I'm at with a lot of different things. And I just think back to, like, because I was talking to my therapist. I've never told y'all this, but I do have a therapist. So because I feel like you need one as you elevate. You're gonna, I need one, and I like to get on things early so problems don't come knocking at my door. Okay. So I'm talking to my therapist, and I'm like, this is how I feel. This is what I want, and she essentially was just telling me, well, Mason, you just got to let go. You've got to let go of things that are not a part of this next level. So it's like, like I was saying, things that I think about from like 15, 16, 17, how I used to like not stick up for myself, because see, the me now is not the me that I once was. So it's like, if I could go back in time, a couple people would have their ass beat. A couple people, I wouldn't have let it slide, and it's like, I think I allowed people to think they had more plot in my script than they did. And that pisses me off, y'all. That really pisses me off. The fact that I, Mason Jyree, allowed somebody else to think that they have more plot in my script is sickening. It's sickening, because all I had to do was look in the fucking mirror and see who I was. And all that shit would have been different. And I hate to get so deep right now, but that's just where I'm at. I'm seeing things for who they are, and I just want to be, be transparent with y'all. I still have faith, and I'm still, working on different things like that. So I recently just started like praying about my career. Like, before in the past, I never prayed. And was like, God, or like Most High Divine, because I don't beg God. I just speak and they supply. So, I was just like, if this is really meant for me, open the doors that are meant for me. I'm just finding myself more, like praying for my career, praying for success, praying, for my singles that's about to come out. And it's like, I've never done that before. So it's like, I guess it ties back into me feeling like I shouldn't be praying for, and it's like another thing, like where I come from, all the religion that was forced up on me as a child, like I just can't, and it's like every day, I don't want y'all to, whether you're just meeting me or if you're new to the Lions Den, to ever expect that I'm gonna peak. I don't peak. I evolve. I keep evolving every day. Every day. There isn't an age where you peak. You can be 45 still peaking, and that means you learn something new every day. You grow every day. You do this every day. So it's like, yeah, I think I'm still having these emotions, and I ask myself, this is stuff I should have like been let go. Like, why am I not letting it go? Because you don't peak. You just evolve deeper within yourself, and things that are not settled within yourself, you just have to get them out. You have to get them up. And this is something that a therapist didn't tell me, because I'm gonna be honest, if I wasn't doing this, if I wasn't a global superstar, I would be a teacher or a therapist or like a counselor or like a social worker or something like that, so I can be a therapist for sure. And that's nothing that a therapist has told me as far as just you have to dig deep within yourself and like really heal certain things, because if you don't, they just multiply. And on this next level of my life, I cannot afford to have certain problems, certain things, mess me up. What's up? I did not see the comments. Taja Marie. Taja Marie, what's up? 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 And it's like, I just don't think y'all understand how important it is, because I've grew up like so secular, because I've grew up like, in a sense, like I just know it's important. I got to say what I got to say. I have to get it out of me, and it just is what it is. So like, I think I grew up with this illusion, and it's like just ripping away. And I'm glad that it is ripping away, because as I step into this next level of visibility, fame, notoriety, and money, I want to make sure that I'm mentally there. I want to make sure that I'm mentally put together. You know what I mean? The point of this is to really show people, especially as I grow into what I'm doing, that if y'all are expecting cookie cutter, polished Hollywood, go get it from them. I'm the real deal over here. And I'm still a person, I'm still a human. And I think my thing is with the people is me being relatable. And you have a lot of influencers, celebrities, singers, songwriters, actors, authors, producers who say, I'm still a human. Every time they go through something crazy, this is my personality. Every time they go through something crazy, well, I'm still a human. I'm still a person, People can expect, but you're not human like with the people. You're not human like with the people that know you. You don't go out in the streets and talk to the people. You don't give people hugs. You don't show your people that you really love and care for them. But when you get into a situation, I'm still a human. Now, I'm not doing this because I saw that that's where they fall short. So let me pick up there. I'm doing it because that's me. I'm still a human. I'm still a human. And like I just said, you have a lot of influencers, celebrities, artists, whoever they are. They're like, well, I'm still a human. You can't judge me, but you don't relate to the people. You don't talk to the people. So when you get into some scrutiny and stuff like that, the people don't want to hear, I'm still a human. Because you're not relatable. And I just think that's one of my gifts, like being relatable to people. So it's like, as much as I can sit up here and like, bad mouth certain things in my life, they've also given me certain skills that like I love about myself and that are truly me. Like I said, I don't do it because I see that's where other artists have fell short. I do it because it's me. Everything y'all see from me, whether you're seeing me now, whether you see me it's from me. Everything. I'm not for being a puppet. I'm not for being inauthentic. Everything you see from me, from the words I say, from what I wear to how I dress to my songs, everything is me. Everything. Everything is me. Everything is me. So before y'all remember anything else, remember that I'm on that. I did that. I made that. So with that being said, Lions, I love y'all. Keep it hot, keep it spicy. It's your boy, Mason Jyree. And if you're new to the Lions Den, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'll see you guys later. Au revoir.